In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can.
Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the tech zone. Welcome to the tech zone. We on our tech flow, and it's still a global market in case you didn't know. So many guests, we not trying to impress. Just want to pass off the info. You could do the rest. See, there's no escaping tech. It's part of our lives. Keep every individual connected worldwide. But all this innovation is more than entertainment. It's people like you paving a new way every day. So let your imagination run wild with all the things that you dream about. Cause the tech zone is on now with Paul Amadeus Lane. Blah. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the tech zone.
Hello and welcome to the Tech Zone. What's going on? It's me, Paul Amadeus Lane. Thank you so much for joining me here on the show. ABC News Radio KMET. Also, we welcome you on live stream, YouTube, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google Play. You can check out the show on Alexa. All these different formats, we got you covered. And thank you so much for your support of the show. I wanted to start the show off by saying that you are in our thoughts and prayers during this COVID-19 pandemic, especially those who have fallen victim to this plague. And their families who may be grieving. I sincerely remember you in my thoughts and prayers. Having to go through what you go through, I can't imagine how you feel. But I do offer my sincerest and deepest condolences as you're going through this very, very difficult time. And those who are affected by it now, please know that we're pulling for you, that you're in our thoughts and prayers, and we hope we're on the downturn of this. And one way we can make sure that we're on a downturn, if we listen, if we shelter in place, I know here in California, in some counties, it is mandatory to wear a mask. So wear a mask, even if it's not mandatory. What's the harm in doing so? And be safe. Just be safe out there, and don't put others at risk, please. Well, on our show today, I thought we talk about 3 different areas. One, we're going to talk about how those who are small business owners are able to continue to have their business going during COVID-19, how technology is helping them to do so. And you're going to find out that something interesting about one particular business owner. He already was using technology before COVID-19. So when COVID-19 struck, he was able to just continue with his business. Second, we're going to talk about how COVID-19 has affected each industry, or if not each and every industry, many industries out there. In particular, the journalistic field. We're going to be joined by one of my colleagues. We're going to be talking about how life has changed for us in the media since COVID-19. And lastly, we're going to talk about how we are sheltering in place, and maybe we got the sheltering in place spread. You know what I mean, right? Because we're snacking a lot, right? We're at home now, and maybe we got the snack-a-lacks. And if we do, what can help us to burn off the snacks that we are ingesting, but also being healthy while we're sheltering in place and staying at home? So those are the 3 things that we're going to talk about on today's show. So first, let's talk about exercise first, and how things we can do to help us with the stay-at-home spread, because we got the snack-a-lacks. When I was at CES this year, Boy, time is just like being put together. I can't remember where I'm at or what year it is. Earlier this year, I met some incredible tech companies out there. Last show, we talked about one in particular that's doing things to help out the senior facilities where seniors live and helping them to track the spread of COVID-19. What I wanted to do right now was to check in with my friends at Maxpro Fitness. What they're doing during COVID-19, how COVID-19 has affected their business, but not only that, how we may see a shift with the way that we work out, even post-COVID-19. Are we going to be okay going to gyms now? Are we going to keep up just doing things at home? Well, our next guest is going to talk about what his innovation is doing to help us now and also post-COVID-19. And joining me right now is the founder and CEO of Maxpro Fitness, Nazar Akil. Nazar, my friend, how are you?
Paul, it's so great to be with you during all of this craziness. It's nice to have a virtual way out of the madness when talking to you. So thank you for having me on.
Hey, my friend, I hope you and your family are doing well. You know, our new normal now, right?
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah. You stay safe over in Detroit, Michigan, right? Motown, right?
You got it. Yeah, Motown, you got it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good memory.
Yeah. You know, and Nazar, what I wanted to do was follow up our conversation that we had at CES 2020 when we talked about this piece of innovation that you have, the Maxpro Fitness, and how it's really changing the game and how we can work out in our house. Now, because of COVID-19, Nazar, this is something that has taken a life of its own because we can't go to the gyms like we normally could. So talk about just the challenges that you guys are facing now as an organization and how you guys are helping us meet the challenge to be helpful and be healthy in this time of COVID-19.
Thank you, Paul. So CES was our global debut. So we're just a startup, right? And all of a sudden we find ourselves in the midst of the COVID pandemic, the quarantine, people in their homes and gyms shutting down, which the unintended consequence, obviously it's all negative. The unintended consequence for us is that the interest for Maxpro at-home workout fitness solutions has really skyrocketed, increased. We're getting a lot of inquiries, some sales, some pre-order sales, because we're actually just started production now, and deliveries will start in a week and a half. However, this whole people being left and stuck at home, not being able to get to their gyms, now has shown the spotlight on many at-home solutions. And we are just one, of course, one of the newer ones on the block, but we have a very unique product that actually kind of replicates and everything you do in a gym, practically anywhere. And it's behind me here, on the door here. But the point is you can do the same kind of resistances, and it's very different from bands and very different than the large equipment that you would have to bring into your home and assemble or take up a lot of space. So it's a really kind of an ideal solution for the right time, and people are starting to notice.
And Nazar, when we look at just the way things are going with fitness and staying at home, it really helps us to see just what our future may look like even post-COVID-19. We don't know when things are going to get back to normal. A lot of us are sheltering in place at home. What happens is we snack a lot. I'm speaking of myself, and we're not really working out like we are supposed to. And looking at the piece of innovation that you created to really have us to be able to do this from home, what were some of the things you wanted to make sure that the Maxpro Fit had so that we can do it at home and it's easy to use and it's something that can really help us to work out?
Well, you're right. So yeah, it's a very strange situation for many of us. And then some people more than others that were like diehard gym going people all of a sudden find themselves in a very strange situation and very uncomfortable one, that they obviously can get outside and run or walk and so on. But some people are really into more resistance training, toning, burning. And there's a lot of online solutions that are coming aboard right now from trainers who can't be teaching in the gym are now putting their programs online. For Maxpro and Maxpro Fitness, the company itself, we started this product more as a portable workout solution that you can take anywhere and not just work out at home. But with people with limited space, this became an even more ideal solution for them. So if I, for example, just show to your viewers and listeners, I mean, basically this is the whole machine right here. And we can mount it to a door, we can mount it to a wall, we can put it under our bench. It really does everything you can do in a gym with just changing the resistance dial from here from 5 pounds to 150 pounds. So the reason I even mention all that detail is that that's usually a wide enough range for a variety of people, whether they're beginners or long-time workout enthusiasts.
I love it. I love it. And I like how portable it is, Nazar. You know, you can take it with you wherever you go. And that's the thing, helping us to stay healthy wherever we're at. Now, when we have this pandemic that we're dealing with, we have to keep our minds and our bodies in tip-top shape so that we can fight off anything that's happening with our bodies. And being in fitness for so long, Nazar, why is it so important for us to have a good workout regime?
Well, you know, a good workout regime also does two things. And one, it's safe, you know, for you, for your body. It's appropriate resistance, appropriate movements, because everybody has different levels. And next is that you're getting results. You're getting the results that you are looking to get. Some people want to gain weight through gaining muscle. Some people really want to shed the pounds. And so there's a very different type of workout for each one of those. Ultimately, the main goal is to be healthy for your body. And so everyone's shape is a little bit different. Everyone's goals are a little bit different. But it doesn't deny the fact that you definitely should be exercising, working out in some form or another. And there are really hundreds of ways, you know, from yoga to just even basic stretching to running to walking. And then, of course, there's resistance training and swimming, all kinds of different things. But in this period that we find ourselves right now, you asked about, you know, kind of how is things going to be affecting, you know, with the COVID, post-COVID. I do believe that gyms are going to have to somehow assure their users. I think people in their psyche, they're still going to be freaked out a little bit about germs and microbes and all kinds of things like that on equipment. You're working out so close. I think gyms have to reassess a little bit of what they're doing. I think something like a Maxpro is a personalized approach. Is just kind of your thing. You can still do a lot of workouts in the gym. It's just something that you, it's an individualized, so you don't feel like it's everyone's using it. There's some little things that gyms may have to adjust in the future just to make people feel more comfortable to working out again as they used to.
And you know what, Nazar, one thing I was thinking about too, not only gyms, but physical therapy, occupational therapy, I think they're going to have to reassure people as well too about the microbes and the germs. And I think that innovations such as the Maxpro is going to really change the game, that we start doing these things at home in the comfort of our own home. We're not worried about people looking at us, especially those who are part of the physically challenged or the aging and adult population out there who needs to work out too as well. So I think this is amazing. So when it comes to what has happened in the world over the last few months, what type of challenges did that create for you guys as a company? Did it kind of make you guys scramble to see, okay, how are we going to have to do this now since we can't be all in the same place? Talk about those challenges and how you guys rose up when those challenges came.
Yeah, that's a great question. We're a Detroit-based company. We have manufacturing partners overseas. They were the very first ones to experience the effect of this pandemic, this COVID-19, and they were the first ones to shut down. And this was just about when our customers, our backers on Kickstarter and all of this, were expecting their product. That was quite upsetting for us because we have promises to keep. And they went and shut down right when we were supposed to ramp up production. And they were shut down for 2 months. And it just dovetailed into us, let's say in the US and the rest of the world, in Europe, including that we started going into this COVID quarantine when they started coming back up from coming up and starting to start up their businesses. So this affected us tremendously, not being able to keep our delivery dates to our customers and have to communicate quite honestly and openly with them with the situation. Fortunately, most, if not everybody, understood the situation before it actually personally impacted them. However, now we are in production, and now we have to bring the product to the customers in the time they need it most, which is when they're stuck at home. And the one major concern for us is shipping lanes and logistics and so on, that they're going to be reliable. So those are, we can schedule shipping, we can do all the stuff that we're supposed to do. Ultimately, if the plane doesn't take off or the boat or the ship doesn't leave port, again, we're going to be in a bad position with our customers that all of this we're trying to avoid. So yes, it is a concern. I would have to say that during this situation, when it did present itself, we didn't just complain or sit on our hands. We used those 2 months to actually refine our product. We made incremental design improvements from some feedback that we got at CES, for example, that we thought is going to make Maxpro an even better product to work out with.
That's amazing, Nazar, how you didn't allow the circumstances to just have you guys fold up the tent and say, hey, let's take our ball and go home. We made a good shot at it. Now it's time for us to do other things. What made you guys not want to quit, Nazar? Because this pandemic has taken out, quite a few companies. What made you guys want to stay in for the fight?
You know what? We have promises made. People have actually supported us early on from the very beginning, and they become part of our global Maxpro community. And so it's almost like we feel like there is some real strong relationship connections, with the people who believed in us. So, even if it was difficult for us to keep moving forward, it isn't about us. It's about the customers. It's about giving them the product that they felt would be something that they would benefit from, but also that they believed in us first. So they had to believe in us that we would bring this product to life. And now we have to just, repay that kind of, support that they gave us in the past. And now it's taken on an added importance than even what I just mentioned, because now we've always felt like our mission is to bring better health and fitness to people all over the world. However, now that people are stuck in their homes, it almost feels like a duty for us to provide them with an outlet for their fitness, their training, including, as you mentioned, someone who's either physically challenged or senior in age. They also need to continue, to keep moving and burn some calories and exercise, strengthen some muscles. That's extremely important for anyone, including people doing physical rehabilitation, as you mentioned earlier.
Well, I tell you what, why don't we get a demo of you using this, man? Because I'm sure everybody out there want to see you flexing those big muscles that you got. So,
yeah,
so can you give us a little demo?
Yeah, I'm more on the toning, not the big muscle thing. But so the Maxpro opens up and just looks somewhat like this. It folds, as I just showed you, similarly to this, just to be able to store. But you bring it open like this. It comes with this easy mount door system with the 2 brackets and a ratchet strap. You put it simply like this. You lock it up with the safety latch, and that's all it is. It's super easy to use. You attach these handles, or we have a bar, for example, that looks more like this. This is our 3-piece bar. So you could use this as well on the door in this direction. You could use it in this direction, but I will just stick to the handles. And with the handles, I'm just going to do a few exercises for you super quick. So these are the same exercises you would see in any gym. You can do 2 hands as well. You can just focus on one side. I'm just kind of doing some exercises that I face the camera. But then, you just change the resistance just like this. This is super easy. And then I just change it like this. And it's obviously much harder. If I go even, it's that hard. So it's just such a quick change. I'm going to keep it easy for the sake of the motions. So then you're doing flies, you're doing chest press, you're doing tricep extensions. You can reverse, you can cross over, you can do the reverse flies for the back. You can do more like rows. And the thing is, you can mount this easy mount door system at the top of a door, the middle of a door, or the bottom of the door in 2 minutes, roughly, so you can switch up your exercises. So also we have ankle straps. So when this is mounted to the bottom of the door, you can put ankle straps on here. And with the ankle straps, you can do more leg exercises, more fast-paced cardio type workouts, and so on. So there's just a tremendous amount of stuff that you can do on here, going over in this direction. When you get down, just wanted to give you, I didn't want to give you a bunch, but
I love it.
Kind of like how it's worked.
I love it. And one thing I like about the straps for the ankles, I can put them around my wrist because I don't have any grips in my hands, and that allows me to do the thing too. So we appreciate all the innovation that you guys put in this, Nazir. Is there anything else?
I would have to say to add to that, because you remember we first met at CES, which is a very tech, obviously oriented expo. The Maxpro is very unique. Like everything I showed you was much more the mechanical version, but we also have our coaching app. And we were talking about online and the ability of people to access workouts online because they're at home. Our Maxpro coaching app actually has over 80 plus videos. We add to them all the time of all different types of workouts that you can do. And we have 2 versions. We have the base Maxpro and we have the Smart Connect. With the Smart Connect, it has all the onboard sensors and electronics, and this is part of obviously being a tech product and a tech company. So all of this data for every rep that I work out and everything I do is fed directly into your app. And what it does is it tracks all your workouts. It gives you a lot of analytical data in terms of the amount of work you put in, amount of power you put in, the resistance levels you're at. It'll even give you acceleration and velocity for more the elite level athletes who are looking to get to that next level to understand how much power they are actually putting in their workouts. So those workouts also you can track through time, and so you can monitor your progress for all the different workouts that you're doing. So it's a really unique product. And it captures this connected fitness trend that it's all about at this time.
Thank you so much for just explaining to us, how this awesome piece of innovation, how it's connected and you can track our progress. It is truly, truly awesome. And especially the time in which we're living in, and even post-COVID-19, I think this is going to be the gold standard of working out in our homes in a safe environment, and it's truly, truly amazing. And Nazar, is there anything else out there you'd like to articulate to the viewer or the listener out there just about Maxpro or anything else, my friend?
Well, thank you so much, Paul, for having me and having Maxpro Fitness on your program. We would like to share with everyone, your viewers, listeners, to please stay safe, be well, and Maxpro, if it fits within your fitness solutions at home or anywhere you go, please look us up at maxprofitness.com. and we would love to share all of the cool things that the Maxpro can do with you.
Awesome. My friend, please stay well, stay healthy, and thank you guys so much for giving us this awesome piece of innovation that we can use in our home and stay healthy. Stay well, my friend.
Thank you, Paul. You too. Talk to you soon.
All right. A huge shout out to my friend Nazar Akil. Love chatting with him, and that piece of innovation right there, the technology in it, I mean, even post COVID-19, I think this is going to be the gold standard in us getting healthy and doing it from our home, because we can control the environment. Because even, let's say, when they give us the all clear, are we going to let our guard down and just go into how life was? And I think things are going to change, and I think we're going to be a little more careful and find out there's a lot more things we can do at home. All right, when we get back, how COVID-19 has affected the journalism game, the broadcast industry, going to be joined by a colleague who's going to share her thoughts on the matter. Be right back here with more show coming up after this.
In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the tech zone.